Hi, my name is Angie Bowman and this is my dog Magnus. And today we're going to talk about positive reinforcement and why it is a better method to train your dog than negative reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is acknowledging, reinforcing those things we want the dog to do. Negative reinforcement is correcting the dog, telling them no, giving them a tug on their collar on like a choke chain, things like that. Acknowledging basically telling the dog when they do something wrong. So why is one better than the other? The negative reinforcement seems to work, doesn't it? The dog stops doing what they're doing if we tell them no. The problem with that is we have to be there to correct the dog. They're not learning what to do. They're only learning that whatever they did, and they're not exactly sure, resulted in you being upset with them. So it puts them on guard. It makes them anxious, nervous. It kind of stifles them. If you think about when you're in an environment where you're learning something new and you had a mentor, teacher, trainer that corrects you considerably, tells you no, and gives you a lot of corrections, you tend to withdraw. You might be more self-conscious. You might not be learning. You are just on guard and afraid of the next correction that's coming. So that's kind of what happens to our dogs. If we're constantly correcting them, they're not as relaxed and comfortable and eager to learn. As you can tell, Magnus is very relaxed. So positive reinforcement helps keep our dogs calm, relaxed, and open to learning. They're thinking rather than shutting down. So to kind of talk about how to use positive reinforcement, we're going to use it right now on go to your bed or go to your mat, or maybe it's go to your crate. So we're using this towel right now as our bed or our mat, and we're going to use positive reinforcement to have Magnus come back to this place rather than settling someplace else. So as I did in my clicker intro to clicker video number 2, I'm going to use a treat to kind of reset Magnus. And then when he comes back and motions towards the mat, I'm going to click and treat him when he's on the mat. So it's a reinforcement for him. If you're on the mat, good things will happen here. So we're going to reset him again. He's going to go get it. When he comes back towards the mat, click and treat him. So he's not quite sure right now exactly all that's going on. All he knows is he comes over in this direction and he gets a click and treat. Reset again. Now he's like, oh, what do you want me to do? Oh, I'm on that mat. And he's much more quickly now coming back to this place and settling here. So that's one way to positively reinforce a skill that you want to continue, which is settling on your mat. These are beginning steps of settling on your mat, just having your dog get here. Magnus is familiar with this skill, so he came right onto the mat. You might have to start out this exercise with your dog just putting a paw on the mat. When he puts a paw on that mat, click and treat, and then progressively he'll move 2 paws, click and treat that. So click and treat for progressive movements towards the end goal that you want. I hope that makes sense. So one more time, reset Magnus. When he comes back to where I want him, right now I want him totally on the mat, and then I click and give him a treat. So I hope you've enjoyed these examples of what positive reinforcement is and how much more effective it is compared to negative reinforcement, and a little intro into how to teach Be on Your Mat. All right, till next time, take care.